In the most natural kind of feeling for me, because I use this all the time. This is the beauty tool that I use the most. You can ask Jane. Often this sound is coming from my dressing room because I love the Airwrap. And it is one of those major disruptor, major game changers, and that is why it makes so much sense. And that is why this is our big finale show that it is in tonight as our today's special value. The most coveted hair tool in history that is award-winning, that happens to be the #1 hot air styling tool in the country. You know why it's #1? Because a bunch of other brands try to copy it and they can't, because when Dyson created it, the Airwrap, they really took what the success was from their hair dryer and they amplified it to the next level using air that never exceeds 150 degrees. So much less damaging for your hair, but getting you virtually any style you want while also drying your hair. This is going to dry your hair. You can also get your flyaways tucked away with this. Here's how you, with one hand and 1.5 pounds, get that blowout with the blowout brush. We have 2 different smoothing brushes for you, 2 different types, because this is for all hair types. If you have super curly hair, if you have fine hair, this is for you, it's for everyone. And 2 different wands, which I use most often to style my hair, both directions. You get the smaller and you get the larger wand. At QVC, we always offer you a little bit extra. So what we've done, and we're the only retailer to do so, you get the case, you get all the attachments in the Airwrap. You're also getting a travel case, which we had some customers call in last night who were a little bit jealous because they had gotten previous models and wanted this travel case. And you're getting this amazing paddle brush as well, $100 worth of extras that you are not paying for. You are also given the option to choose a color, which we've never done before, and Prussian blue, which is up top, is so awesome. It was the most popular at midnight, and it's exclusive to QVC. They created, Dyson, the engineers, this color for you, and it's not sold anywhere but here. So when this today's special value is over, or when it's sold out, that's it. The color, one of the 2 colors that I own, is this nickel copper at the bottom, and I will say I was a little bit jealous of the Prussian blue when I saw it because it's really, really cute. But the nickel copper is amazing, and I own it, like I said, and I love it. The Prussian blue is more limited, and it's sold nowhere else. So in its now final presentation, we've had close to 4,000 orders placed today. I need to just fix this other bang. 12-month special financing also available to you. Debbie Fedjikov, come on out. This is so exciting. I'm fixing my other bangs so I can have 2 fresh bangs. I love this tool. You know I love this tool. And it replaces pretty much every other hair tool that you've ever owned, literally.
Yes, and not only that, it simplifies your routine. So you're gonna get time back because you're drying and styling at the same time, and you're doing it without extreme heat. So it's so important that we protect the health of our hair, and that's really what our engineers keep at the forefront of their mind when they do create our styling tools. They want it to be easy to use and they want it to be good for your hair, and that's exactly what this is. So it replaces so many things that might be cluttering up your bathroom counter right now. Think about all those cords, right? And all the different tools that you have. Well, the Airwrap is actually your hair dryer, #1. So if you've wanted a Dyson hair dryer, this is a Dyson hairdryer. Right? And then it also replaces your curling irons. So you're getting a fat barrel and a skinny. It's like getting 2 different curling irons.
Yeah.
It's like getting a flat iron or smoothing tool. Then it's like getting that round volumizing brush that gives you that blowout, right? And then you have the finishing tool to smooth and tame the flyaways.
It was funny last night, and call us if you own it. I remember her name. Her name was Maria, and she called in and she bought this previously, and she said she'd fully planned on returning it.
Yes.
And then she said, but you know what? I saw it sitting there on the counter and I decided to use it. And she then was like, and I noticed I dried my hair and my hair didn't feel hot. My head didn't feel hot. And she's like, and then I decided to pop one of these wands on and try it. And she's like, I never turned back. And she's like, now I've pushed all my other tools to the side and I only use the Airwrap.
Yeah, and she gets compliments. She said everywhere she goes.
Well, and you know what? I think the never exceeding 150 degrees is huge. You know, we're in the middle of launching like the age of possibility, Debbie. Like this is for everyone, but we do need to protect our hair, especially as we age. age. Whether that's
Yes.
a beautiful like salt and pepper or white hair, maybe light blonde hair, and the damage that high heat can do. But nobody wants dry hair.
Right, so this, I'm just showing you, that's the hair dryer. If my hair were soaking wet, which it's not anymore, but it was when I started, I
Yeah.
take the bulk of the moisture out of the hair with this dryer, right? I just rough dry my whole head. Then I decide what tool I want to use. Now I'm going to use the 1.2-inch curling barrel. And so what I do is I just take a section of hair. My hair is damp, and I just let the air wrap grab the hair. So you can see again how I let it wrap around the barrel with that airflow. And then I simply just hold my hand close to my head. I let it dry completely, and then see this button? I push up on that. That's the cold shot button, and that sets the curl. Look at that. Now I can take the next piece and I just move throughout my head, letting the curls dry on the barrel.
You will want to use this on damp hair.
Absolutely.
So if you're using it on second day or third day hair, use your heat protectant spray, or you can just put a little water on your hair.
Absolutely.
I guys sometimes use it. I just think it's always best to have a little bit of dampness to work with.
It holds the curl, and because I've already dried my hair, I'm showing you when it's already wet. But look at this. I mean, I can then let the curl kind of set and hold there, do my makeup, and then brush out the curls a little bit. And it is so simple and easy. You see I have a lot of frizz. I have this kind of, it's not a cute wave, but there's texture. So I have to do something.
I have I have weird texture. That's what I got.
Yeah, I either have to smooth, which I do on most days in my quick mom mornings when I just want to be really quick and get out the door, or I curl. But this was a 6-year study, Courtney. 642 prototypes were created, and our engineers are actually harnessing what's called the Coanda effect, and that's an aerodynamic principle that means a fast-moving jet of air attracts itself to a surface. So in this case, we're using that fast-moving jet of air to attract the hair to the curling barrel. The hair is then held on the barrel because of that fast-moving jet of air, and it dries in that new shape. That's why the curls last, because you're drying it in that new shape, and that's what allows you to do this with air instead of extreme heat. We know that heat damage is irreparable, and so rather than try to, we can't fix it, but we can prevent it, and that's what Dyson technology does.
And then getting all the styles you could hope for, which I love being able to clutter my counter, but also being able to travel with one tool. She has a great smooth straight look, a little wave, and then more of that dramatic curl, all using one tool.
Yeah, the versatility is great with this.
That's the thing. So when you look at the price, I get it. It is not cheap. But there's a reason why it's won the Allure Best of Beauty Award 4 times.
Yes.
And there's a reason why it's the #1 hot air styling tool in the country. And that's because of the people who get it home and use it and say, like Maria, who called in last night, oh my gosh, I use a lot of tools. I have a lot of tools. I go back to this one the most because of and I travel with this one the most.
Yes.
Because of the versatility. Which Christy's here to walk us through, but I will just remind you, this is the final presentation. Prussian blue is an exclusive color to QVC, which is incredible that we have this. Remember, it's all hair types. Do a little self-care moment, but think about even gifts that you have down the line while we have the Today's Special Value price. It could be for Christmas. It could be for Hanukkah. You get it now because we have the value. Jane actually went around Christmas because we talked about this even before I knew this was going to be a TSV. Jane and I had talked about this before because I use this all the time. And she's like, I got mine. I had to get mine from my girls at another department store because QVC was sold out. So we really never have this
so
in
hard
stock.
to keep in stock.
And you know what? She didn't probably get the extras because she got nothing.
This color is everything.
Or the Prussian blue.
Yes.
Or easy pay. No easy pay, no extras, no Prussian blue. This is why you shop it at Q. So Christy's here, Christy Cosgrove, who's a professional hairstylist, and she, like a lot of the models tonight did do their own hair, but she's also showing you why Christy, not only is it great for all hair types, as a professional stylist, we see so many pro stylists using this in their salons because of that, because of the versatility.
Absolutely. It's for every hair type, texture, and every length. And that's the #1 question that I get a lot in the salon is, my hair is too short, right? Absolutely not. You can see here with
that's so gorgeous.
Yeah, with Joanne's hair, how short it is. But we're able to get the barrel, because we don't have to worry about the high heats, we can get the barrel right in at the scalp, and that is able to dry that hair and get all of the lift that we need to create this beautiful look.
Well, and you know what? Like, I'd love for you to talk about this, Christy. Joanne's hair is gorgeous. The color of her hair. If you are using a very hot curling iron, you know what that can do to hair that is beautiful, this color? It can turn it different colors.
It can turn it yellow.
Yes.
Absolutely. Excessive heat will turn white hair yellow. So you don't need to worry about that when you're working with the Airwrap. We do not use that excessive heat, so you have beautiful white hair.
And you know what? Being able to, like, I'll just talk about, like, my mom's a cosmetologist, my grandma, like, we all talk about beauty. And my grandma never, like, she loves to have gorgeous hair, but it never came as natural to her, like, doing her hair and makeup. So my mom and I, like, we love to help her. But she's also often talked about how hard it is to get a curling iron in the back of her head and get the perfect curl.
Yeah.
I really like this wand for that, for the back of your head, because the Airwrap just wants to grab the hair.
Right, and it really does the work for you. I mean, I can relate to your grandmother because I'm one of those people that always struggled with doing my hair. And I feel like now I have these tools that allow me to create styles I couldn't ever create before on my own.
Yeah.
You know, I had to go to the salon, and now I'm able to do it in my own home. And I like to section my hair when I do it. Just a little tip, it just makes it easier to manage. I kind of put the top up and do the bottom and then work my way around. But you can see, I use the firm smoothing brush if I want to smooth it out. I did the round volumizing brush to just lift volume, shape. And then the two different curling barrels really do give different styles and different looks depending on, you know, what the occasion is and where you're going. You can choose which barrel you like.
It's a custom hairstyle every time you use the Airwrap that never exceeds 150 degrees, that never feels hot. You know, when you're trying to get to the back of your head and you've had a curling iron, if you ever touch that barrel, you regretted it immediately, right? With this one, I can hold it because it never gets over 150 degrees. I don't have to worry about that. So I'm constantly touching my hair
That's
to
how
feel
you make
like,
sure it's dry on the barrel.
Yeah, and if it's ready, if it's dry, to take off. I mean, it is the most intuitive tool that gives you straight hair, smooth, like voluminous hair, flipped hair, curled hair, waved hair. Just blow dry and get out the door with all these attachments included. We also give you the extras at QVC. This is the Prussian blue color, which is exclusive to us, and we just launched it at midnight, and it's most popular and most limited. We also have the nickel copper down below, which is chic, gorgeous. I own it. It's great if you don't know, like maybe if you're getting this at a gift for like someone you love, right? You
graduation.
Aren't sure. This is a perfect graduation gift.
Yeah.
You're getting the big case to keep it in at home. I keep mine out at all times in this gorgeous case. You're also getting the travel case as an extra bonus with the Dyson paddle brush as an extra bonus. And Debbie can show you, this isn't just like a pretty case. This is meant to hold all the accessories.
And if you look, I don't know if you can see them. I'm trying to get it so the camera can pick it up. It's showing you like this big pocket is for the accessories. You can see there. Then here, this is where you actually slide the Airwrap into this pocket, and then the cord goes down here. And then it all just rolls up so that you can put it in your gym bag, in your weekend bag, take it with you wherever you're going. Because once you start using it, you're not going to want to be without it.
Well, and this is why I say, you know, being able to use your Q card and put this on special financing for 12 months, about $50 a month. Being able to put it on Easy Pay right now on your major credit card for $120 a month and free shipping. I would say, you know, because Jane looked around the holidays, it was sold out here at that moment. Maybe you can get it now, even if it is for Hanukkah, Christmas. You put it on the payment plan, it's paid off, and it's ready to put under the tree. While you're completing your purchase, this is our final presentation, and we look at gorgeous hair. I do want to go to the phones because Michelle's calling from Washington. Hi, Michelle, welcome in. How are you?
Hi, great. I'm glad that I got the copper and chrome one or whatever, because I was looking at it yesterday and this just looks awesome. And I went and got my hair done today because I just got done with cancer and my hair is long enough. And so this girl put extensions in and she was telling me that this is good because it has a low heat and all that kind of stuff. So.
Yeah, so you're trying to protect your hair as much as possible right now.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I'm so happy you picked it up and you did that, like, amazing gift for yourself, Michelle.
Yeah, I'm glad too. I'm glad that I got it, so thank you.
Oh, so this will be your first time trying the Airwrap then?
Uh-huh, yeah.
Oh, that's
and
great.
It's like it grabs your hair and curls it for you. You don't got to even work hard, so that looks good to me.
It does. And we even have a video on QVC.com that walks you through exactly how to use each and every tool. So if you do need a refresher, once you get it home, you have that right at your fingertips.
Oh, wow, that's nice. Thanks for
Yeah.
showing me stuff.
I will, and you know what, we have the 30-day return policy.